Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. It's me, Get Daved. No more Chrono. Seems a bit more touching with Luca and Marl in the party since they are his closest friends. Actually, Frog is kind of views him as, I don't know, something like a brother. Yep. Chrono's too strong to die. I'm afraid that's just not true. I love Earthbound. Yep. We saw that beautiful map of this era. We'll take another look at it and you'll see what's left. An eerie black portal materialized. Yep, a time gate. And the answer to this question, is not in this game. Are we stuck here forever? And finally, the pendant. Now you know the story of how it lost its energy, where it came from, what it's made of, and so the only thing that could charge it is the Mammon machine, which blew up as Shala drained it for the last time, but we traveled through time to when the Mammon machine was functional and recharged it, so we still have a charged pendant. It only cost us Chrono. Alright. And who to swap in? We can put whoever we want in the party now. I recommend keeping Ayla around. Yeah. She's good to have. And yeah, we'll change it up and go with this group. It'll be good. Welcome to the new Kingdom of Zeal, everybody. Hope you enjoy the map. Our time machine is floating out there, but somewhat inaccessible, unfortunately. I think in the original game you could get at it, but there's a random chance that he moves away, and we can get access to that magic capsule. That's pretty good luck. Nothing good. Eventually he'll have really good stuff. We already talked. You're all one people now, magicless. Well, if we can ever find out what happened to it, we can get a sunstone that's, you know, depleted. And we've been in the surviving village. Only one or two things left to check out. We have ourselves a nice view of the sea. The newly enlarged sea. And right, that's right. While there is life, there is hope. Yep. You were enslaved by it. The woman who wanted to know if she should plant her sapling, that's her. She's one of the survivors. That's right, the end of the Ice Age, everybody. The planet begins to warm. With this small seed of humanity left. Oh my goodness. Yay, Dalton lived. Congratulations, you rule this wonderful land. Okay. I would. Yeah, you're not that strong, buddy. I've beaten you up before. Your true power, the classic "What's behind you" look. Well, either way, the Blackbird survived, and here we are. So kudos to Dalton for taking it, well, whatever. You'll see. Oh yeah, we've been actually robbed this time. In jail, but unlike when they left Chrono entirely armed. Alright, we've got Ayla. If you do this without Ayla, you don't have the means to fight. So it's a little trickier. The new king, King Dalton, everybody. There we go. Remember the Blackbird? Dalton had the sense to fly it away as Zeal was being destroyed and avoided its fate. We're not in a real prison though, but we can take a look at our surroundings. And we kind of want to avoid fights until everyone's got their gear. We can run back to the rear of the ship. Yep. Royal Air Throne. Well, we're going to have to get that back or else we're stuck here forever, because the time gate was, you know, rendered inaccessible, even though the seal is broken now that Shala can no longer maintain it. Alright, if we can get inside that room, maybe. You're going to hear that sound every time we step over. Okay, we do not want to go in that room. That's where we started. Okay, there's another treasure chest, but unfortunately we don't want to go in there quite yet either. We could have Ayla beat everybody up, but it's better not to. Just in terms of various optimizations. One chest for each person's equipment, plus one last chest to rule them all, and in the darkness bind them. There we go. Plus one for our money and one for our items. If we found our items, it would be actually the best case scenario, because we could equip other things we're carrying. In the meantime, We've got 2 people who can fight. I think that's just going to have to be good enough for a start. Yeah, let's see what happens. The easiest thing we can do now is actually go to the very back of the plane. There's one last thing I want to track down. There it is. There's a power tab, I think. Maybe it's a magic tab. It hasn't spawned yet, though. We have to fulfill some mystery condition. Now you're all very excited to find out what that might be. Whoops. Alright, I'll bite. So those little enemies that look like bits from the Guardian bit fight, or Defenders or whatever they were called, they're actually not too bad. They do take a couple hits in most cases, though. The other guys are extremely lucrative to fight, and very weak, as evidenced by Marl one-shotting them. And look at the reward. Twin Charm! Unfortunately, that's not for Robo. Yeah, we didn't want Ayla's equipment. So this is probably going to be 2 hits. I think they have about 200 or 250 hit points and decent defense. Not too shabby. We've got Twin Charm, so if we keep... Oh boy. Well, sorry Robo, this is a lot you're missing out on. One of the few times we can really do some serious damage with Tailspin. There's a huge bias towards enemies being near the leader of the party. But again, these guys are so weak it doesn't really matter who leads. Whew, 2,200 experience points, just like that. The one on the right is the cell we were locked in. Miss having Chrono in his Cyclone ability. Would really be handy at a time like this. Received money! Okay, that's the least useful of them all. I'll check this one. Useless. I think this is actually the one we were trapped in. Don't quote me on it, though. And if you get caught with no one who can fight, every time you get caught you get thrown back in your cell. Or your room, I guess. It really is more of a room. Okay, Robo's gonna have equipment one way or the other after this. And I feel bad for all the tech points he missed out on, because that was quite a few. There we go. Because if we found items, that would have been close enough for us to really gear him out. Now you guys are toast! Okay, place your money on... Okay, never mind. Robo's gonna win by a mile. Forget everything else I was gonna say. That counted as, I believe, her first fight with Robo. Right. Man, that's a huge pile of capsules that were taken from us, unfortunately. Okay. There's sort of 3 rooms to the Blackbird. Maybe just 2, actually. Yeah, just the 2. And then there's the ductwork above it. I guess that's the fake third one we'll go with. And then we can run around on the wings as well. which, well, I'll get to that in a moment. I don't actually have to mash that hard to make sure we get all our attacks in, because these enemies are so weak. We're going to want to find our equipment so that we can get people to speed up, though, because I had mentioned before, and why not, that there are some enemies that we can, like the rebels we were fighting on Mount Woe, where you can get 100 tech points really easily. There's enemies like that that we can encounter here, except it's much more difficult. And if I'd remembered that detail, I probably would have swapped out Robo for Frog. Because Frog's slightly better, I don't know, just better equipped, you know, I mean that in the non-literal sense, for taking them out, just because he's a bit faster, good accuracy, better crit rate. But this party will do. Swapping out Frog for Marl also could be considered an okay idea. Yay! Okay, we got the inventory. Now we gotta prioritize some speed. 13, 8, 13. I'm going to do this and then swap her gear with Robo. They're both fine. That's probably good for the entire game. I'll save the rest for someone else now. So Marl gains about a magic point, or like 8 or 9 magic points for every 10 levels she gains, which means she won't quite... At level 99, she won't quite match her magic stat, but she'll get very close. Luca, I think, is roughly 1-to-1, because she would have started with a magic value of probably 8. But Frog and, you know, the late Chrono, they're the ones who need the help. Not that we can switch to them right now. Okay. Speed belt. There we go. Black gemstone, we don't quite have the right party to use, although we're kind of close. So the acuity ring or the power ring would both make sense, but we'll go with the acuity ring and just sort of hope for crits from her. I don't think there's really much of anything else we can do. Yeah. Prevents lock, it won't always work, unfortunately. There are some abilities enemies will use that circumvent that sort of defensive property. Such as the rubble-like enemies. Alright, we've escaped imprisonment, which is the big goal of this video. We got all our stuff back. We're in good shape. There is a way to get in that room. And I intend to find it. Oh, okay, it's the one where the guy was sleeping. Let's, wake him up, shall we? Good night, sweetheart. Ugh. I'm gonna check and see if I can get the tab now. Yeah, there we go. It's such a weird thing that it's not spawned the first time you go looking. So if we go up here... Yeah, we're in the same area, essentially. Oh, I Dug out the last of the free experience points, as I like to think of them as. Then we have a little bit of a potentially tough situation coming up ahead. We might have to watch a lot of experience points get away from us. Also, I have to find the area that leads ahead, which I am 100% up for. No, well, I think we're just going to get popped out in some sort of door. We've been in the room. Unfortunately, I was not done exploring yet, so we missed out on our first chance to proceed ahead, but there's a room where we can sort of go through a second door, and it's not the main entrance. Nope. If it's in the previous area, we're going to have to ladder. Yeah, we're doing fine. And up. Come on. It's an interesting maze situation. I think there was one time where I was stuck a really long time in here. And I always remembered it as such an easy area. Have I found it? Useless. That's alright, we just have to check a few rooms again. Dang it! And have monotonous encounters. And then we can, you know, go talk to Dalton. It's not this one. I know what it looks like. I'm checking out of habit, but that's okay. Predicting it's going to be this one on the left here, or possibly the room up to the left of it. Place your bets, everybody. Dang it. Place them again. Alright, one more time. What is this place? Not like stuck in an infinite loop, am I? Is time looping? There we go. Now we've done it. You all lost the faith. Okay. What you really want to do is try taking them out one at a time. There's Omnilock. No text, even for Ayla, even though she's got something that's supposed to protect her against that. So we have about 7 or 8 attacks we can do. They'll start to flash when they're about to run. And we need basically one more good hit in. So not that. Okay, we're gonna get one more shot out of Ayla, and then... Oh my goodness. We've done it! So yeah, 100 tech points, just like that. And all it took was 3 consecutive hits from Ayla. If we had a haste helm right now, that'd go a long way. We don't have a haste helm, though. Put him in something slightly better. The blue plate. We'll just give him a slightly better defense value, and he's absorbing 100% of some element anyway. Alright, we've got one right there. You don't want to encounter 2 at once. That's just asking for trouble. You can't fall off the ship, so don't worry about it. If they both turns... Okay, perfect. We're spread out nicely. I'm glad this guy doesn't have any AoE. Alright, we're gonna need a hit from some unlikely source. Or a really conveniently timed crit. There we go. One hit now. Not happening. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Ayla, can you do all the work again, please? With your amazing hit rate? We're printing money, folks. I used to actually avoid all of these encounters. I don't know why. Do a quick check on how we're doing. Arise will restore a character with full life, so that's nice. 885 to go for her. I'm going to end this episode here. In the next one, we'll sort of try mopping up the rest of these, and then the thrilling conclusion. Thanks for watching, everybody.